Beautiful football Friday night at Leonard Cole Field, 73 degrees as the sun is setting off to our west. And here come the Marshalltown Bobcats, and football starts next. Week number 5 on KFJB-TV. All right, Luis Monghay, he was out at Bobcat Live last night. I couldn't get him on air, but he gave a big, he's got a nice smile, but he gave a big smile to the camera last night, and he's got a big leg to go along with that smile as he's got it teed up, and the right-legged kickoff is away. 2 touchbacks on the season, and he'll have his third into the back of the end zone. It goes, and the Ottumwa Bulldogs will start their drive on the 20.
He's got a leg for days.
Back at Leonard Cole Field, 10 minutes in this opening half to go. Just 2 minutes gone here. Ottumwa Bulldogs taking a timeout. As we have not seen, I thought it was Cameron Maneri. He had the build, but it's Ben Heller in there running the ball. And he really has not run the ball a whole lot this season, so we're not sure if Maneri is injured coming into this game. Drop it back, looking to go to the air for the first time tonight, and it's going to be a sack. Getting in there, Davis, Ragland, Barker, and Gomez helping out as well. Back to return is Kyle Smith, as just one return on the season coming into this game here tonight, not averaging anything. He'll let this one go out of bounds on the far side, marked off at the 37-yard line. Well, this is an opportunity for Ottumwa to pin their ears back on 3rd and 14 as Hayes is underneath center. He'll bark out the signals. He will drop back to pass. He's got a man over the middle of the field. Bumped is Kyle Smith, but it's going to be incomplete. Pretty good coverage downfield as Efren Werda as well as Brandon Flattery on the coverage right there. Actually, Mason Gravitt was on the coverage right there. Dylan, you seeing something?
They had a legal motion, but they declined it, so the Bobcats will be forced to punt.
All right, so incomplete. We saw Jacob Hayes warming up pregame to punt, but Johan Gomez is going to be out there as he's got that average up to nearly 40 yards a punt on 11 so far this season. Looks to be a little bit deeper than usual. Shanks this one off the side of the foot. It's going to hit at midfield, and it's going to take a really nice Bobcat bounce all the way down to the 30-yard line. And end around, Chantalavan breaks a couple of tackles and busts through, and he's going to pull away. Jamison Niehaus is trying to track him down, and he will inside the red zone. Chantalavan taking that one as they start at the 30. They are all the way down into Bobcat territory at the 11-yard line. Chantalavan running over about 3 Bobcats and staying lower than the other man. Handoff left side. Chantalavan again. He'll be dropped at the 5-yard line. Mitchell underneath center. 3rd down and a long 2. Hand up. No, Mitchell keeps it himself as he pulls it out of the gut of his running back in Heller, and he'll dive into the end zone for a 4-yard rushing touchdown. Matt Mitchell strikes for his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. Century 21 kickoff is away as Smitherman will return. No, a fake as Sam Griesel has it. He is wide open at midfield. He's got Gorsuch in front of him. Doesn't need it. How about that? A reverse on the kickoff, and Sam Griesel will get the Bobcats on the board. A kickoff return last year by Trayshawn Brooks for a touchdown, and the Bobcats special team strikes again against the Bulldogs.
That thing was beautiful. It was it had both of us up here because it sure looked like Aiden had it, and Sam did a great job of hiding it on his hip. Watch this. Absolutely beautiful. Holds it on his hip. Everybody's turned around, and off he goes on the races down the sideline. Nobody was going to catch him except for maybe the turf monster, and he was able to avoid it.
PAT for Monghay is up, and it is good. And we are tied at 7. 4:53 in the opening quarter, and a reverse to Chantalavan. He's going to spin away from a Bobcat as he put a stiff arm out there, and he's going to take it all the way in for a 73-yard touchdown rush to take the lead right back. Well, ball in the near side hash. Max Reed starting at center this week as Owen Eaton was bumped up last week against the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Jacob Hayes underneath center brings Smitherman in motion to pitch out to the far side of the field. A good pitch. Finds a little bit of a seam as he dives back towards the 39-yard line. Tyler England is the B-back. A keeper by the quarterback at Hayes. He's going to run over a Bulldog over to the 45-yard line, putting a shoulder down for a 6-yard pickup and a chain mover right there. Zane Moore and Kyle Smith are on the near side. We're going to see a pitch to Niehaus. He's going to bring it down. Ball comes out, but it goes out of bounds on the near sideline. Niehaus is a backup quarterback. He got the pitch. He was looking downfield for Zane Moore. Might have had Zane open, but the pressure was coming from behind. And unfortunately fumbles that one out of bounds, but it is going to be a 2-yard pickup right here as Niehaus got the pitch.
Nice job, just the aforementioned Charlie Morgan.
Yeah, here goes the Bobcats on a QB sneak on 3rd down and a long 2. And right at the chains, it looks like a first down. Going to be picked up for Jacob Hayes on the scramble straight ahead. Ball in the near side hash as they are at the 45-yard line in Bulldog territory.
And you mentioned it, and just to show you're a bit of a Nostradamus, you said we're going to see the halfback pass here tonight. And we wanted to see it. It was called.
Yeah. First down and 10 now for the Bobcats. Kyle Smith to the near side. England is the back. Man in motion in Smitherman. Hayes dropped the snap. He's going to scramble out to the far side. He's going to be eaten up for a 5-yard loss. And that's going to be roughing the passer or unnecessary roughness on the play as flags fly. Joe Grieve, the senior DB, kind of came up there and hit Jacob Hayes late. And so that's going to be an automatic first down and a 15-yard penalty. At the 34-yard line in Bulldog territory, Bobcats on the far side hash. And 2 guys got going there. Gorsuch, Smitherman. 2 seconds, 1 second on the play clock, and a handoff to England. He might have his first touchdown of the season, and he will as he gets into the end zone. It is a 39-yard rushing touchdown for Tyler England. He hits the end zone for the first time in his varsity career.
He had one against Newton that got called back for holding. This one, he got out of the – once he hits the straightaway, that kid can pick him up and put him down quickly. There he goes, and there he goes, picking him up, putting him down, going in for 6. That's got to feel good if you're a Bobcat.
Well, Heller's not been much of a letdown, I'll say that. 2nd down and 6. Pitch out to the far side to Flattery, and he kind of hesitates and then extends it to the sideline. He's going to pick up first down yardage.
Definitely are playing defense on their heels and allowing themselves to get blocked for big chunks on the running play.
11:02 and counting in the second quarter, and Flattery, his second handoff in a row to him, and he's all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a 20-yard pickup. He went off the left edge of the offensive line and then shot ahead. It looked like a couple of arm tackle attempts by the Bobcat defenders, but again, Dylan, you mentioned it earlier, a lot of high tackling, and you can't do that against a good running team.
Yeah, just that little one step and go, and they had just opened up a wide open from Brian Coulter from inside out, just kicked out those defensive tackles like they were nothing.
Approaching 9 minutes to go before halftime. Fake a pitch out. Mitchell's going to go to the air to pass. He finds Heller at the 20, breaks a tackle down to the 10, runs over Smitherman as he gets down to the 7-yard line. Put Chantelevon in motion. Heller right up the gut from 2 yards out. He'll punch it in for a touchdown as he falls in as the Bobcats can't bring him down. And it is now 20-14. Bulldogs striking right back. Yohan Gomez is back to punt it away for the Bobcats, averaging nearly 40 yards a punt. This one a low line drive. It will hit at the 50, roll to the 40. Working its way to the 35, now the 30. Oh, wow, keeps going an extra few yards down to the 27-yard line. What a huge punt right there for Yohan Gomez. Ottumwa leading 21-14 after the last touchdown drive. Flattery goes in motion. They're going to go to the air. Matt Mitchell, he throws a duck, but the Bobcats are not looking back. as Gorsuch got beat right there. Probably could have had an interception, but it is going to be caught by Chance Egbert up at the 36-yard line in Bobcat territory, as roughing the passer going to be the penalty after the play. Clock now at 4.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Chantalivon end around, push out to the far side of the field, breaks a couple of tackles, got past Niehaus, and finally driven out of bounds. Chantalivon tackled by Perez, and a flag comes out after the play is over. It's nearly a first down carry of about 9 yards for Chantalivon. Dylan, what'd you see on the penalty flag?
Chantalivon, he shoved after the play. You'll see him against Juan Pablo Perez. He'll come up and just
he smacked him.
He smacked him. That should
he should be ejected from the game.
He should be ejected.
Out to the near side, Chance Egbert, the wide receiver. Mitchell hands off on the end around to Chantalivon, cuts it back, breaks a tackle from Gorsuch, and Juan Pablo Perez finally brings him down at the 5-yard line. They are on the doorstep. End around, Chantalivon, nobody home on the edge as he cuts back inside out of a tackle by the corner. And Juan Pablo Perez, he was the only man out there. And that will be, actually, it was Aiden Smitherman, but nevertheless, it's a touchdown. Chantalivon with a 4-yard touchdown rush for the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Hayes brings Gorsuch in motion, handoff for right guard. Nice cut by Ragland. He cuts it back to the near side at the 40, puts a stiff arm out, ridden out just over the 45 to the 46-yard line. How about that carry? Just over 20-yard pickup for Davis Ragland. As Hayes will go back to pass again. He's going to pass out to his tight end, Barker, off of his fingertips as he's sliding out at the 35-yard line. It's going to be incomplete, and it will set up second down and 10. Third down and 14 yards. Hayes is going to be blitzed, and as soon as he was turning around to go to the air, as he was in his drop back, he is covered up and brought down at the 30. Looks like about the 36-yard line is where they're going to spot him down. And the Bobcats will head to halftime trailing by 14. It is 28-14 as the Bobcats head off the field at the break. It's been a struggle on offense here tonight. A couple of really nice plays. Tyler England with a long touchdown rush, a special teams one, but Ottumwa has really put it to him offensively. Bobcats at 3 and out on their first drive out of halftime. It's going to be fourth down and a high snap. This happened last week. Gomez going to try to get it away. It's going to be blocked at the 10-yard line. Ottumwa falls on it on the 10. Heller is the back. Mitchell snaps it, hands off to Chantalivon, trying to get the edge past Ragland. Ragland forces him back inside, but Chantalivon made a huge cut, and he has his third rushing touchdown of the night.
You know, we just kind of take it day by day, and that's kind of what we did back in 2009. And kind of with that mindset, you're never too high, you're never too low.
And here goes England. He got the pitch from his tight end. England with his second rushing touchdown of the night. Ottumwa just scored to go up 35-14. Ottumwa to punt. High snap. They'll bring it down. Pressure in their face, but just getting it away. Kyle Smith will yell Peter and tell everybody to get away from it. And this one will be marked at the 26-yard line. So decent field position for the Bobcats after forcing that punt right there. Approaching 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Hayes underneath center. Two slots, two wide receivers as well. And a pitch out to Gorsuch on the far side. Cuts it back inside at the 50. And he has a first down over the 40-yard line down to the 36-yard line, and a first down for the Bobcats. Hayes barks out the signal. Sam Griesel comes in motion, and a bad pass. It was tipped as Hayes threw it out, and it's tipped, intended for Ragland, but it's intercepted by the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Coming up, Parker Derby with the INT, as that will be his first interception of the season as we take a look at the replay.
You see, a great job, and that was by 87. He is absolutely a huge man.
Brown.
Yes.
Yeah. Trying to get it over 3 Ottumwa Bulldogs. Maybe not the best decision in the world right there, though. 4th and 6 at the 35-yard line of the Marshalltown Bobcats. Mitchell hands off straight up the gut on 4th down. No, he keeps it himself, pulls it out outside the numbers at the 20-10. Flags fly at the end of the play. We might have holding as a Bobcat was down back at the 25-yard line. So on 4th down and 6, Mitchell gets in for a 34-yard touchdown rush, but it looks like it's coming back. 5 down linemen for the Bobcats. So that's going to be a false start on the Ottumwa offense. One of the slots got moving a little bit early, and that's going to help the Bobcats out here big time. So 4th and 3. Dylan, do the math. It's going to turn
4th
into
and 8.
You stole it from me. No,
You said
fine.
do the math.
I
listen. I listen when I'm told to do something.
Mitchell drops back end around to Chantelevon. He's got a first down, and he might have himself a touchdown. Makes a cutback at the hashes. Brought down inside the 10 at the 7. So 28-yard gain and a first down with 11:20 to go in the football game. A 2-score game right now as the Bulldogs leading 35-21. Looking to go up by 3 scores on 1st and goal at the 8. Chantelevon handoff, spins out of a tackle. Diving to the goal line, it'll be short. It will be 2nd and goal at the 2. Mitchell keeps it himself on the QB keeper, gets into the end zone as he fights off Bobcats. And Mitchell makes it now a 3-score lead for the Ottumwa Bulldogs. Fake the handoff to England, pitch out to the near side. Sam Griesel has it, makes a nice move to slip up over midfield, or approaching near midfield. He'll be brought down at the 46-yard line. So decent carry right there on first down as Sam Griesel picks up 5 yards.
Joe Grave, he laid the wood on him. But you know, when Sam has gotten the ball this year, good things have happened. He had that 92-yard kickoff return, of course, but he was averaging about 20 yards a carry so far tonight. When he gets the ball, he runs hard, runs well. That's a pass.
Pass out to the far side, a double pass. Kyle Smith has it to Aiden Smitherman, caught up at the 35, and Smitherman will pull into the end zone for a touchdown as the Bobcats hit it big for a 54-yard touchdown pass from Kyle Smith. And it will be an onside kick. It'll take a good Bobcat bounce initially, but it will go out of bounds at nearly 10 yards downfield. That was close to the Bobcats needing to pick that one up. Ottumwa taking the clock all the way down here as we're under 4 minutes to go. 15 on the play clock.
And this is where I feel like the play clock and everything gets going pretty slow here, and it just tick, tick, tick.
Time not on your side here, that is for sure. Heller, the fake handoff, pitch out to Chantelevon from Mitchell. Flag flies in late. And face mask on Jamison Niehaus there at the end of that play. And that's going to be an automatic first down, and that's going to pretty much do it for this one with 3:34 to go. Coulda, woulda, shoulda in a lot of these games. Chantelevon fumbles it away. Bobcats are going to hop on it, and just as it looked like this one was going to be over, Jamison Niehaus, who had the face mask on the previous play, recovers the fumble from Chantelevon. He totally redeems himself.
You know what? That was a great play and a great reference. Bobcats have 2 minutes, 54 seconds to work with. You see Mung Hae can do the onside, but you got to get step one first. Bobcats have got to find end zone and find it as quick as possible.
Recovered at the 31-yard line on the Bobcats side of the field. Jacob Hayes will be underneath center. England is the B-back. Hayes will look to the air quickly, and it's picked. It's Derby. He's got it at the 31 and dropped as England makes the tackle. He was reading all the way, staring down Zane Moore, and just Derby read it and picked it off. He saw it for him.
You see the eyes right now, and there he goes.
Yeah, I mean, he was in the playbook.
Yep.
42-28 will be our final score tonight as the Ottumwa Bulldogs remain undefeated. They're now 5-0, and the Bobcats drop to 0-5 with the loss here tonight at home at Leonard Cole Field.